In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. At this point, the earth was a formless void, a vast, empty expanse cloaked in darkness. An immense darkness covered the face of the deep, a watery chaos without shape or structure. And hovering over the surface of these waters was the Spirit of God, a powerful, creative presence, ready to bring order and life into existence. Then, into this silent, dark emptiness, God spoke. His first command was simple yet universe-altering. Let there be light. Instantly, light flooded the cosmos, piercing the darkness that had reigned. God looked at this new creation, the light, and saw that it was good. It was pure. It was bright. It was the first element of his masterpiece. And with this light, God established the first rhythm of time. He separated the light from the darkness. He named the light day, and the darkness he named night. And so, the cycle of evening and morning began, marking the completion of the very first day. On the second day, God turned his attention to the great expanse of water that covered everything. He commanded, "Let there be a vault between the waters to separate water from water." And just as he spoke, it happened. A vast expanse, a great dome, formed right in the midst of the waters. This vault, which he called sky, acted as a barrier. It pushed the waters upward, creating a space between the waters above and the waters below. This act of separation brought a new level of order to the young world. The formless deep was now divided, structured by the magnificent sky. And as evening fell and morning broke, the second day was complete. On the third day, the work of shaping the world continued. God issued his next command. Let the water under the sky be gathered to one place, and let dry ground appear. Immediately, the waters receded, flowing together to form vast, deep basins. As the waters gathered, land emerged. What was once a world covered entirely by water now had solid ground. God gave names to these new features. He called the dry ground land, and the great collections of water he called seas. He looked upon the land and the seas, this new geography of his creation, and he saw that it was good. But the third day's work was not yet finished. God then spoke to the newly formed land, saying, "Let the land produce vegetation, seed-bearing plants and trees on the land that bear fruit with seed in it, according to their various kinds." And the earth responded. Life sprouted from the ground. All sorts of plants began to grow, small herbs, colorful flowers, and mighty trees. Each plant was created with the ability to reproduce itself, carrying its own seed, ensuring that life would continue and flourish across the land. The barren ground was now covered in a lush green carpet of life. God observed the fields of grain and the forests of fruit-bearing trees, and he saw that it was all very good. And with the setting of the sun and the dawn of a new day, the third day came to a close. On the fourth day, God looked up at the vast expanse of the sky he had created. It was a beautiful, empty canvas, and he decided to fill it with lights. He said, "Let there be lights in the vault of Veski to separate the day from the night, and let them serve as signs to mark sacred times and days and years." These celestial bodies would not only provide light, but also serve as a grand cosmic clock. He continued, "And let them be lights in the vault of the sky to give light on the earth." And it was so. God then made two great lights. The first was a greater light, brilliant and powerful, designed to govern the day. The second was a lesser light, softer and gentler, created to rule the night. And to adorn the night sky even further, he also made the stars, scattering them like countless jewels across the dark expanse. He set all of these, the sun, the moon, and the stars, the vault of the sky. Their purpose was clear: to shine light upon the earth, to rule over the day and the night, and to maintain the separation between light and darkness. God looked at his handiwork, the radiant sun, the glowing moon, and the twinkling stars, and he saw that it was good. And as evening passed and morning arrived, the fourth day was concluded. The story continues, day by day, as the world is filled with wonders. On the fifth day, The world burst into life with an incredible symphony of sound and movement. Imagine the scene. God speaks, and suddenly, the vast empty waters are teeming with creatures of all shapes and sizes. Great whales breach the surface, their calls echoing across the waves. Schools of shimmering fish dart through the depths, a living kaleidoscope of color. Every living thing that moves in the water is brought into existence, each unique, each perfectly designed for its home. But that's not all. Look up. The sky, once just a blank canvas, is now filled with the graceful flight of birds, from the soaring eagle to the tiny hummingbird. Every winged bird is created. Their songs fill in the air for the first time. God looked upon this explosion of life in the sea and in the sky, and he saw that it was good. He blessed them, encouraging them to be fruitful, to multiply, and to fill their new homes. The seas would be full, and the bird population would flourish across the earth. And as the sun set on this vibrant day, the 5th day came to a close. Then came the 6th day, a day of even more wondrous creation. The land, which had been covered in green plants, was now ready to welcome its inhabitants. God's voice commanded, "Let the land produce living creatures." And just like that, it happened. The earth brought forth animals of every kind. Imagine gentle livestock, like sheep and cows, grazing peacefully in meadows. Picture the smaller creatures, those that scurry and crawl along the ground, each finding its place in the ecosystem. And then, the wild animals, majestic lions, swift deer, powerful bears appearing, in forests and plains, each according to its kind. God observed all these new creatures, from the largest to the smallest, and again he saw that it was good. The world was now filled with a rich diversity of life, a testament to incredible creativity. But the masterpiece of the 6th day was yet to come. With the world teeming with plants and animals, God said, "Let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness." This was a creation unlike any other. Not just another creature, but a being that would reflect the very nature of the Creator. And so, God created mankind. He created them male and female in his own image. This was the pinnacle of creation, of being given a special purpose and a unique relationship with God. God then bestowed a great blessing and responsibility upon them. He told them to be fruitful and increase in number, to fill the earth and to steward it. They were given authority to rule over the fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, and every living creature that moves on the ground. This wasn't a command for domination, but a call to be responsible caretakers, to manage the earth with wisdom and care, reflecting the goodness of the one who made it all. To sustain them, God provided for their every need. He said, "I give you every seed-bearing plant on the face of the whole earth and every tree that has fruit with seed in it. They will be yours for food." An abundant plant-based diet was given to humanity. And not just to humans, God also provided for all the animals. To every beast of the earth, every bird in the sky, and every creature that moves along the ground, he gave every green plant for food. A world in perfect harmony, where all life was nourished by the bounty of the earth. And as God looked over everything he had made, the land, the sea, the sky, the plants, the animals, and at the center of it all, mankind, he saw that it was not just good, it was very good. This was the completion of his creative work, and as evening fell, the 6th day concluded. Thus, the heavens and the earth and everything in them were completed. All the stars, the planets, the mountains, the oceans, the plants, the animals, and humanity, the entire universe, in all its vast array, was finished. The grand project of creation had reached its conclusion. By the 7th day, God had finished the work he had been doing. And so, on the 7th day, he rested from all his work. This wasn't a rest because he was tired. It was a rest of completion, of satisfaction. It was a time to cease from work and enjoy the perfection of what had been made. Because of this, God blessed the 7th day and made it holy. He set it apart as a special day, a day different from all the others. It was sanctified because on it, he rested from all the work of creating that he had done. This act of resting established a rhythm for all of creation, a pattern of work and rest that echoes through time. It's a reminder for us to pause, to reflect, and to enjoy the goodness of the world around us and the blessings in our lives. From the vastness of the cosmos to the smallest creature, the story of these 7 days reveals a universe brought into being with purpose, intention, and incredible love. Thank you so much for watching. If this story inspires you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that explores these profound narratives. We'll see you in the next video.